I am A. Muthalaga, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Chemistry, Almega Palani Andavar Arts College for Women, Palani. Today we are going to see about fuel. First of all, the introduction of fuel. The various types of fuel like liquid, solid and gaseous fuels are available for firing in boilers. The selection of right type of fuel is depend upon the various factors such as availability, storage, handling, pollution and landed cost of fuel. The knowledge of fuel properties is helps in selecting the right fuel for right purpose and efficient use of the fuels. The classification of fuels. There are two types of fuels. One is primary fuels, the another one is secondary fuels. The primary fuels, it occurs in natural such as coal, petroleum and natural gases. The secondary fuels is derived from primary fuels, example coke, gasoline and coal gases. The primary fuels is called natural fuels. It divided into three types: solid, liquid and gasoline. Solid, for example wood, peat, lignite, coal and dung. The liquid, for example crude oil. The gaseous, natural gases. The secondary is called as derived fuel. For example solid for example coke, charcoal, petroleum, coke coal. And the liquid, for example tar, kerosene, diesel, petroleum and fuel oil. The gaseous, for example coal gas, water gas, oil gas, biogas. The second one is liquid fuel. Liquid fuel, for example petroleum. The petroleum or crude oil is a dark greenish brown viscous oil found deep in earth crust. It is composed mainly of various hydrocarbons together with small amount of organic compounds containing oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Here the percentage of carbon, hydrogen, sulfur, nitrogen plus oxygen. Then the third one is gaseous fuels. The gaseous fuel, for example natural gases. Methane is the main constituent of natural gas and according for about 95% of the total volume. The other components are ethane, propane, butane, pentane, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and trace of other gases. Very small amount of sulfur compound are also present. Since methane is the largest component of natural gases, generally properties of methane are used when comparing the properties of natural gases to the other fuels. The compressed nitrogen gases is another example of gaseous fuels. CNG is the natural gas compressed to a high pressure about 1000 atmospheres. A steel cylinder containing 15 kg of CNG contains about 2 into 104 L or 20 meter power 3 of natural gas at 1 atmospheric pressure. It is derived from natural gas and the main constituent of CNG is methane. The properties of CNG. The CNG is comparatively much less pollution causing fuel as it produced less carbon dioxide, ozone and hydrocarbons during combustion. During its combustion, no sulfur and nitrogen gases are evolved. No carbon particles are ejected during the combustion. It is less expensive than petrol and diesel. The another example is liquid petroleum gas, LPG. LPG or bottled gas or refinery gas is obtained as a byproduct during the cracking of heavy oil or form natural gas. LPG is dehydrated, desulfurized and trace of odorless organic sulfate are added to give warning of gas leak. LPG is supplied under the pressure. It contains containers under the trade name like Indian, Bharat Gas, etc. The power alcohol. When ethyl alcohol is used as a fuel in internal combustion engine, it is called power alcohol. Generally, ethyl alcohol is used as its 5 to 25% mixture of with petrol. The advantages of power alcohol. Ethyl alcohol has good anti-knocking property and its octane number is 90, while the octane number of petrol is about is 65. Therefore, addition of ethyl alcohol increases the octane number of petrol. And then the disadvantage of power alcohol. The ethyl alcohol has caloric value 7000, much lower than caloric value of petrol, 11500 calorie per gram. Use of power alcohol is reduced power output up to 35%. Ethyl alcohol has high surface tension and it atmostation, especially at lower temperature, is difficult causing starting trouble. Thank you.